Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up to the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Time to go. Get a move on. Granny? Ain't you going to get dressed to go over to the Drysdale?
I ain't going, Jed.
Why not?
'Cause Miss Drysdale will mean-mouth me like she always does.
You come over here and sit down. In the first place, we ain't going over there to see Miss Drysdale. We're going to see her nephew.
They's blood kin, Jed. He's got her meanness in him.
That is a lot of hogwash. Your own grandfather was one of the orneriest cusses that ever roamed the hills. But did that make you mean?
No.
I wonder what did.
Jesse and me's ready to go next door and wish Miss Drysdale's nephew good luck. This is his first day as a civilian.
That's a spirit. Ellie knows we's beholden to the boy.
Who's beholden?
We's all beholden. The boy has been in the Air Force fighting.
Fighting where?
Fighting everywhere.
Fighting who?
Fighting anybody.
I told you her meanness was in him.
Granny, the boy has been in the service. It's his duty to fight our enemies.
Well, then let him start with his aunt. She's the biggest one we got.
Hey, look what I'm going to give that Air Force lieutenant for good luck. My buckeye, a rabbit's foot, and my dried frog. 50 cents a week allowance. I can't afford nothing else.
Well, it ain't the gift, it's the thought. I'm gonna give him my lucky jackknife that I was toting the day I struck oil back in the hills.
He'll like that, Paul.
Well, it's the boy's first day working at Mr. Drysdale's bank. We all want to wish him well.
I'm going to give him a kiss, and Bessie's going to give him this here banana.
I'll change and go with you.
That's the spirit, Granny.
I want you to know that you've made me feel mean and small and selfish. And I don't think I'll ever forgive you for it.
Melvin, darling, I have a surprise for you. This morning, I'm going to prepare and serve breakfast myself.
Hey, you haven't done that since we were first married. I'm thrilled.
The thrill is mine to sit across the breakfast table from a handsome, dynamic young banker.
Well, handsome, dynamic, yes, but I wouldn't exactly say young.
Oh, Melvin, darling. Lance is barely 30.
What are you talking about?
My nephew, of course. Now that he's vice president of your bank, you can look forward to some real success.
Margaret, for your information, my bank is already one of the most successful in Beverly Hills.
Isn't that marvelous? And he's only been here one day.
Phenomenal. Could I have some coffee?
What a red-letter day for your bank. Getting Lance Bradford, the Air Force hero.
Well, it's not exactly a rotten break for him either. After all, I'm making him vice president.
Yes. Well, as long as promotion can be swift.
Margaret, he's been in the Air Force for 10 years, and he's a second lieutenant.
That's what I mean, dear. Right to the top.
Could I have some coffee?
Milburn, I hear Lance coming. On your feet.
What?
Rise. Stand at attention. A salute, dear.
At ease.
May I please have some coffee? What's with the robe and pajamas?
I just got out of bed.
You just got out of bed, dear.
Do you sleep in that cap?
Why, is it wrinkled?
are due at the bank at 9 o'clock.
That's $900.
That's $900.
I thought you were going to fix breakfast.
Oh, yes. Right away.
Aunt Margaret, these lovely, delicate hands weren't meant for kitchen work.
Milburn, why can't you be gallant and chivalrous like Lance?
Now, can I have some coffee?
Of course, dear. You are such a good influence on Milburn.
Aren't you going to get dressed and go to the office?
Don't rush me. It's a difficult transition from USAF to Combank.
From what to what?
Military parlance. USAF is United States Air Force. Combank is Commerce Bank. I'm VIP Combank, you're Sick Combank.
Well, look who's here. Good morning.
Morning.
We come to wish Lance good luck.
Bessie's got a present for you, Lance.
Thank you. I love bananas.
I got something for you, too, Lance.
What's that?
Oh, that's a buckeye, a rabbit's foot, and a dried frog.
You eat it. I'm having eggs.
Oh, they ain't to eat. They's for good luck.
Oh.
And this year's for good luck, too.
How about a little good luck on this side?
And for my part, Lance, I want you to have my lucky jackknife. I was toting it the day I struck oil.
Beautiful.
Beautiful gesture from a beautiful man.
When you got problems, trouble is weighing you down, ain't nothing will do you more good than setting whittling on a piece of pine. And I fetched you one of them, too.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I got 2 presents for you, Lance.
Well, that's nice of you, Granny.
Dr. Granny.
Oh, yes, that's right.
My first present is a jar of my homemade pickled owl gizzards. And my second present is free medical treatment.
Thanks. They go together nicely.
Well, we'll mosey along now and let you all have your breakfast.
Well, it certainly has been wonderful.
Ah! What are these horrible creatures doing in my breakfast room?
What did you call us?
Oh, no, Granny, she was referring to Lance and me. Come on, horrible creature. Let's eat in the kitchen where we belong.
You know very well to whom I was referring. This little witch and her brood.
Oh, no, Mark.
You see, Jed, I told you she'd mean-mouth me. She don't like me.
Oh, Granny.
That is an understatement. You've always been a thorn in my side.
I can change that to a fist in your mouth.
Now, simmer down, Granny. Let's go, everybody.
Oh, please, Jed, let me throw an uppercut to one of her chins.
Get out of my house.
I gotta let her have one good one.
Now, Granny, we come here in a spirit of peace and friendship to wish good luck to Lance here. And we's leaving with a hymn of happiness. I got a joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart. I got a joy, 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 joy. Down in my heart to stay.
Now, I got a joy, 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 joy. Down in my heart, down in
What do you think you're doing?
Well, I have instructions to remove your name from the door. I thought you knew about it.
Whoever issued those instructions is through.
It was your wife.
She's through.
Your wife is through?
That's right. She's through with these instructions. Has she issued any others?
Yes, she wants her nephew's name on this door.
I assigned him an office down the hall.
Well, it seems she wants him to be close to you.
Oh, well, that's understandable. He's new, he's learning the business, but we can't share the same office.
I don't think she expects you to. She instructed me to put your name on this door.
That is the washroom. This time my wife has gone too far. I agreed to give a hero nephew a job, but this is ridiculous.
By the way, where is the fearless falcon of the skies?
I told him to stop and pick up some civilian clothes. I don't want him running around the office in his Air Force uniform.
Yes, Miss Thompson.
Sorry to intrude, but Mr. Lance Bradford is on his way up. And before he gets here, I wonder if I might ask a bit of a favor.
What is it?
Might I be his secretary? He's such a dashing chap, even in his civvies.
Miss Thompson, Mr. Bradford's secretary will be chosen on merit. You will have an equal chance with the other girls.
That's right. Now back to your desk.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hello, Ansel.
Tally-ho. How about that? She recognized me, even as an ordinary civilian.
Some civilian. You look like Baron von Richthofen.
Thanks. Will my new convertible be all right parked down there in front? I won't be here long.
Look, Ace, I hate to mention business, but your job is getting new accounts with this bank.
I opened 2 new accounts on my way here.
Really?
Yes, I charged this outfit and the new convertible to the bank.
Charge accounts I don't need. Your Aunt Margaret brings in plenty of those. And speaking of her, she said you had connections in high places. You might bring in some of that Pentagon loot.
Don't get uptight, Skipper. As we say in the Air Force, any landing you walk away from is a good one.
What does that have to do with anything?
You're really earthbound, aren't you? Miss Hathaway, I'm ready to start interviewing secretaries.
Yes, Mr. Bradford.
Just call me Vipcom Bank. Vice President, Commerce Bank. He's Commander-in-Chief. I'm Vip, he's sick.
I'm getting sicker by the minute. Now, look, Flyboy, you and I have to have a serious talk.
Check with me about 1,400 hours. I'll try and squeeze you in.
Lance, why isn't your name on the door?
Typical civilian inefficiency. If he were in the Air Force, he'd be on the carpet.
You know that, Milburn? If you were in the Air Force, you'd be on the carpet.
Yeah, I may join.
Lance, your new convertible is simply beautiful. Could you take me for a drive?
I'd love to, Aunt Margaret, but I've got to interview some secretaries.
Slave driver.
What?
Can't you let up on the boy even for a few moments? Must it be work, work, work all day?
Well, I'll try to go easier on him.
How do you do, Mrs. Drysdale? Miss Hathaway? The secretaries are here to be interviewed.
Have them come in.
Girls!
The duty calls, Aunt Margaret.
You poor, overworked darling. Do try to lighten his burden, Milburn. Have a little pity on the boy.
My heart goes out to him.
You'll weather the storm, Lance, dear. You're from good stock.
Thank you, Auntie.
You will pick a girl with proper breeding.
Naturally.
Come along, tyrant.
Where are we going?
I want to discuss a raise and better working conditions for Lance.
Where are you going, Granny?
What'd you say, Jed?
Where are you going? What?
Yeah. There's a varmint in the neighborhood.
What kind of varmint?
Mean, Jed, mean. Ugly, too. Vicious thing.
Sound like a coyote.
She looks like one, too.
She?
It's a female.
You aim to shoot her in a good dress?
I don't care what she's wearing.
Oh, so that's it. You're after Miss Drysdale.
Oh, 8 years of name calling. I can't take it no longer.
Sit down.
Oh, please, Jed. Just let me give her one barrel.
Nope.
No. I'll give her a 50-foot running start.
Nope.
100-foot. And you can hold my glasses.
Well, now, holding your glasses is a real good idea.
Hand me that gun, Jed. I can still salt her britches.
Nope.
I can't miss a target that big.
Now, you go in the house and stay there till you cool off.
Oh, Jed.
And ask the good Lord to forgive you for your mean thoughts. Ask him to fill your heart full of love and kindness. Ask him to make you a good neighbor.
I wish he'd make me a good neighbor to take the place of the one I got now.
You do as I tell you.
Hi, Jed. Hey, give me a hand with this big mirror, will you?
What do you aim to do with it?
I aim to take a good look at myself as quick as I put on my uniform.
What uniform is that?
Air Force.
Oh, you joined the Air Force, did you?
I'm fixing to. I seen the way them girls down at the bank made over that Lieutenant Lance Bradford.
Yeah, something about a uniform catches a lady's eye.
Wait till they see this rascal.
Doggy, that is a fancy one.
I reckon so. It's the uniform of a 4-star general.
Oh, you're starting out as a general, are you?
Why not? Didn't cost no more than a lieutenant's uniform, and a general gets a heap more pay. That's where the old 6th grade education really pays off.
Who's that?
Me, Granny.
Jed, can I have my glasses and my shotgun back?
You could have had your glasses if you hadn't asked for the shotgun.
What you mean?
I'm afraid you still got in for Miss Drysdale.
Well, I asked the Lord to fill my heart with love for the woman, like you said.
Did he do it?
Jed, is it my fault that he don't like her neither?
You just keep asking him to fill you with the sweet spirit of charity and kindness.
Oh, Jed, please, can I have my glasses back?
Not yet.
I'll get to that woman if I have to crawl every foot of the way.
Hi, Granny. How do I look?
You look fine. Where are you?
Hey, I'm right here. Hey, where's your glasses?
I don't need glasses.
How do you like my uniform? I'm a 4-star general now.
General?
Yeah, and my pay sure is going to beat that 50 cents a week allowance Uncle Jed gives me.
Good.
This uniform is a real girl grabber. Got a lot of fruit salad on my chest.
You always was a messy eater.
Dog. Ain't I something? Wait till the girls at the bank see me now.
Say, that looks like an Air Force general. Wait here. Jethro.
Oh, hi, Lance.
What are you doing in this outfit?
Ain't it a pity? Air Force general having to drive around in no wreck like this?
You know what you can get for wearing a general's uniform?
No, not exactly. But I bet it's plenty.
Listen, buddy, they could send you to the stockade.
I don't care where they send me, just so long as there's plenty of girls.
Well, that's your problem. Mine's getting new accounts. Listen, I understand your Uncle Jed is worth $90 million.
That's right.
Do you suppose you could get him to put it in Mr. Drysdale's bank?
That's where he keeps it now.
Oh, boy, just my luck. I've got to get someone to open a new account, or that old goat will eat me out.
I don't keep my money in Mr. Drysdale's bank.
You don't? Would you be willing to?
You fix me up with some of them pretty girls, and I'll put in my whole allowance.
You mean it? All of it?
Every penny.
Come with me, Jethro.
A general. Introduce me as a big, important general.
Don't worry, I'll give you a real build-up. Girls, I've got a terrific thrill for you. I'd like you to meet the biggest general in the Air Force. The ace of aces, the pride of the Pentagon, General Buzz Bodine himself.
Oh, thrill! Look at all those decorations.
And girls, he's single.
Where is he? I can't find him anyplace.
You mean Lieutenant Bradford?
I mean Lieutenant Goof-Off. Where is he?
He left in his convertible with Helen, Janet, and Susan.
What?
Well, he said it was a consolation for not getting the job as his secretary.
Miss Switzer!
Yes, sir.
What is this stuff?
A hi-fi set, a color television, and a portable bar. The boss ordered it.
I want it out of here, and I want him out of here, and I want his name off that door. Miss Hathaway!
Yes, Chief?
Come out of there. We're no longer sharing the washroom.
Thank goodness. I was beginning to get claustrophobia. Where's Lance?
That's a good question.
I have some flowers for his desk.
Well, put them in there. His desk has running water.
Your office.
Not anymore. It now belongs to that phony flyboy nephew of yours.
What do you mean, phony?
You told me that jerk had high connections, that it'd bring in some Pentagon money.
And I have.
Did you say you have?
That's right. I've just come from a meeting with the 4-star Air Force general, and he's agreed to put his entire allowance into the bank.
Holy mackerel. Those Air Force procurement allowances can run into billions. He's not kidding, is he, girls?
No, he's not. We met him. He's the real thing, Doc. He's a 4-star general.
They call him the pride of the Pentagon.
Ace of aces. He's got decorations all over his chest.
And he's putting his allowance in my bank?
Every penny of it.
Miss Hathaway, open the bar. Champagne for everyone. We're going to drink a toast to our hero, Lance Bradford. Oh, Margaret, I love you. Forgive me for doubting your nephew. He's a marvelous boy.
Oh, there's someone in my office.
Oh, I'll get it. You girls stay with our hero. Dance, drink, be merry. For he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
General, this is a great...
General.
That's right, General Buzz Bodine, pride of the Pentagon. I told Lance I put my entire allowance in your bank. And here she is, the whole 50 cents.
What is wrong with this picture?
Kelly Martin stars in Mystery Woman, Sing Me a Murder. Premieres Friday night at 9 on the Hallmark Channel.
They found a bone, a human bone, and I just found the rest of the body. A body.
From the Hallmark Hall of Fame collection.
We have an explosive case here.
Comes a secret too dark to uncover. The Runaway, Tuesday night at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
I'll come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.